And this, despite spending 40% of his presidency away from the White House on personal trips, President Biden is now suggesting that his stops in Rehoboth Beach have not been for vacation purposes. We've seen the president spend many of his summer weekends and weeks at his Delaware residence riding bikes or trying to, eating ice cream, enjoying the sun. But in a bizarre moment over the weekend, President Biden told reporters he currently has no home.
By the way, the reason I'm here today, just for one day, I know I'm on vacation. I'm not. I have no home to go to. The Secret Service has torn my house up in a good way to make it secure. So I have no place to go when I come to Delaware except here right now. I'm only here for one day.
Are you homeless? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm not homeless. I just have one home, my beautiful home. But I'm down here for the day because I can't go home.
But President Biden's comments are coming off as tone deaf, especially when people across the U.S. have lost their homes, actually. Even as recently as last week, when Hurricane Idalia rocked Florida, many residents were left with nothing. Here's what Governor DeSantis told our own Kayleigh McEnany about Biden's comments.
Does that strike you as a little tone deaf in the wake of seeing destroyed homes just 24 hours prior?
That's odd. I didn't actually hear that he had said that. Look, I was there on the ground as soon as the storm hit, but to be there when they're showing up for the first time, seeing their home that had been under 6 feet of water, some of the homes in like Horseshoe Beach got washed away. They're now in the water. You know, that hits you in the gut. I mean, it's just a major gut punch. And you see the anguish in people's faces. And, you know, they're resilient and they're tough. But at the same time, when you have something that you've built your whole life around, and it's not always their primary residence. Some of these people live interior and then they go out and in some of these. But still, either way, it's a major gut punch.
And not only is it a major gut punch, Cheryl, but you contrast that with the juxtaposition of what Governor DeSantis, for example, recently tweeted out, where he spoke about what the Florida SERT was able to do with one of the victims of Hurricane Idalia, get her a new trailer. He said, I was able to meet with Eileen Lilly, who is in desperate need of help after she lost her home. The Florida Division of Emergency Management has already been able to bring her a new trailer to live in, and we're also able to bring her supplies to get her through this difficult time. Not only was the president tone deaf in that, but the governor is showing what people need, which is leadership, and for their governor, for their president to show up.
And that is why many were hoping that Governor Ron DeSantis would talk about his accomplishments as governor, the things he has done for that state in the first Fox News debate that we saw live here. The other thing that again, with President Biden, though, is, 2,200 structures were destroyed in Maui. Full families, more than 100 people dead. Families are homeless. They're basically, and FEMA has not been a big help in Hawaii. If he wants to do something, help people in Maui, you still have a chance to fix that.
And the other thing, just one day before that impromptu utterance, Raymond, the president did an aerial flyover of Florida. So he knew what actual destruction looked like. It should have been forefront of his mind what actually losing your home looks like.
Look, with Joe Biden, it's very clear. I'm not sure anyone's at home. Forget where his home is at the moment. But he has this way of conflating things from his past, from his present, and being very insensitive when it concerns American citizens. East Palestine, Ohio. The man has not visited the place, nor has he declared an emergency, a national emergency for them. There are parts of the country that he simply ignores. I don't know if that's an effect of his staff or if his mind is just in full collapse, but the marquee malarkey is hitting tilt level here, and he's got to stop. He has to stop.
Insult to injury, Kennedy. The AP reports this was unprompted. So this comes out of his mouth, this utterance, this shocking tone-deaf utterance out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that's another reason why he shouldn't run for president. He doesn't have a good way of prioritizing what he should be talking about when he actually interfaces with the press. And, for those of us who've had grandparents who've gone downhill, you see that sometimes they get irrationally mad at things and they don't necessarily know why, but this really stuck in his craw for some reason. It's this weird stolen valor. And he's always tried to capitalize on his own personal, oftentimes invented tragedies. But it does come off as insensitive because he's focusing on himself when he should be focusing on Americans who are desperately hurting in places like Maui and Florida.
Kennedy brings up the press. Giving credit where it's due. Good on that reporter for pushing back immediately and saying, are you homeless?
Yeah, well, and also keep in mind that Biden was responding to a legitimate question about how much vacation time he's taken. He's been away from the White House 40% of his presidency, and this is how he responds. Well, guess what, Joe Biden? You do have a home. It's called the White House. This is your job. You do not get to take PTO from the taxpayers. You are the president. If you can't do the job, then step down and definitely do not seek re-election.
Amen. Hey, everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.